Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we have another episode of Meet a Writer, and we have here, and
Hello everyone.
I'm so happy we've already had this mini conversation before starting the recording, but just wanted to say that I'm so happy that you decided to come to this interview because some people feel really uncomfortable showing themselves or just being on my YouTube channel, but I was really happy that you agreed to that, and I was like, oh, can't wait to see you.
I'm actually very nervous because I'm not really used to in talking to people. I mean, I'm an introvert and an extrovert in between, but it's not all the time I get to talk to people on the internet like
you,
this one.
you're so good at this, though. I wouldn't say so.
Thank
Trust.
you so much. And please excuse my English speaking skills
Oh my
because
god,
English is not my first language.
mine
And
neither.
okay, we
So
have the same.
yeah, don't feel uncomfortable at all, so you don't have to, and also this is kind of a really comfortable, convenient space where all of us are only supporting each other, and please don't apologize for things like that because you're literally incredible and you don't have to apologize for anything.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Laura.
so this so your account is at
Words.
words of Megan, right? Okay.
Yes.
So the first question that I always ask is because this is one of my favorite questions, and it's always interesting to know, how did you start writing and when did you start writing and why?
It was never an innate passion, writing for me. My love for words stemmed when I was still in high school, and there was this English teacher of mine who always pushes me to join contests in writing and such. And then it just came in naturally. I'm a type of person who don't really do much in talking to other people about how I feel. I just kind of like close it in by myself. So that's when I started writing. I started writing what I feel, and until, just writing became a side hobby, until it became a safe space for me. And it was just around March 2020 that I had the confidence to share my words to the public, because there are times when I would feel like my words would not be enough, so I had really a low confidence in sharing my words with other people. But then around March, as what I've said, that's when I started writing again, and I started sharing my words on Instagram, hence my account.
Wow, that story is so beautiful, and I am on your teacher's side. I'm like, I would push you too because you really have that talent, and I think that she saw that in you. That's why she kept pushing you into going into those all of those competitions and everything. And I
Mm,
actually am very happy that you opened your account because it's a really beautiful and calming space. Whenever I go into your account, I don't only get that aesthetic pleasure, but also the thoughts, everything resonates with me on another level, and it makes me feel so understood. That's why I actually fell in love with your account, and I was like, yeah, I have to talk to her to come to my interview and just have this conversation with me.
you've said that you resonated with my post, which really means a lot to me, because that's like one of the main reasons why I started my account. Sharing my thoughts with other people, hoping that they would resonate with me, hoping they would understand what I feel, and just let other people know that they're not alone when it comes to the things that they're experiencing.
Oh my
Really.
god, this is so true, actually. Honestly, that's also what I always think of when I think about, like, why did I open my account? Those are the thoughts, the exact thoughts that are coming to my mind.
Mhm.
That reason why I started it, because I wanted for people to feel understood, and also for them to understand that whatever they're going through, they're not the only ones who are going through that situation. Because there were
Indeed.
times that I've had those thoughts. I was like, am I the only one who's going through this situation? I can't be the only one. So I was
Mm,
always sharing those thoughts to understand whether I was the only one or not. So just exactly the same.
I
And I
think that. Mm-mm.
go
You
ahead.
first. You go ahead. Go ahead. You first.
No, no, I was gonna ask another question. So as we're on this topic, just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, basically we're talking about, resonating with other people's words. I think that's also like one of the main reasons of the people in the community why they started the writing account. I have noticed a lot of people saying that as well, which makes me very happy because, I have a lot of people behind me sharing the same, passion and reasons why they write.
Yeah, and that is one of the reasons why I guess the people in this community are so, together, are so united every time because they
Mm,
share the same passion and also they share
mm-mm,
almost the same goals. So I think that's one of the main reasons why it is that way.
mm-mm. Totally agree with that.
So I know that your new book is gonna come out, right? So it's called "To All the Broken Things." Is that am I correct?
Yes, I'm currently working on it. But yeah, it's gonna come out very soon.
it's
This
it's
year.
oh my god, that's incredible. Because first of all, the other day I saw the cover and it was so 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 beautiful. It's
Thank you
just
so much.
it's wow. It kind of I'm even speechless because I feel like even looking at the cover you see all of those emotions and everything. So just for example, you're looking at the cover, it's a simple one, they're just butterflies, right, and the title, and but then it makes you feel so much and it's really beautiful.
It's kind of like a thing for me. I love editing, pieces. I love editing out colors. I love putting in together things. That's why I create my own covers. I mean, I released 2 books in the past year, and the covers of those books were made by yours truly, and it really means a lot to me when someone would say that, my covers are good because I'm not really a professional editor and I just do my best in, you know,
And it's
wanting to.
simple.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I try my best to make it simple and sleek and yet so people like would want to read it, what's inside, make it look like it's mysterious in some way.
I would for sure. And I'm not saying this because we're having this conversation, but I would. When I saw the book cover, I was like, wow, I thought it was some kind of a sponsorship or promotion because I was
mm,
just looking through the stories. And then I was
mm.
like, oh my God, oh my God, it's Megan's like book cover. It's so beautiful. It felt like it was done by a professional. So trust me, it doesn't matter that you don't have, that professional experience or anything. It's really beautiful. And the work you've put into it is totally visible.
I think also because of like the burning passion inside of me that I want to release this book. I want to do this. So I think that's what like
Yeah.
pushed me to do it.
Yeah, for sure. How did you come up with the title? Because it's really beautiful. So the title is To All the Broken Things. And the title itself has so much meaning in it and so much depth to it. So I wonder, how did you come up with the title?
When I first had the idea for my third book, I was very inspired by. I don't know if you've heard about Rainbow Salt at Rainbow Salt, Bianca Sparacino. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I don't think I pronounced her name wrong, but yeah, I was really inspired by her book, A Gentle Reminder. It's a collection of proses that helps people heal, grow, in some aspects. So when I started writing pieces for this book, the idea of helping others through my words just came in, and then I think I was in the bathroom at that time when I had thought of the line, we are all broken but in different aspects and form. And I was like, okay, this should be an idea for my book. So that's when the title came in, To All the Broken Things, because I think we're all broken in different ways, and we are all dealing with stuff every day. So the real reason behind this book is to share to others how important it is to share what you want, because there may be other people who might need those words out there. So yeah, I
That
think that's it.
that is incredibly beautiful. Trust me, because first of all, that resonated with me a lot because I agree with you on that. That everybody's broken in one or another way. So that's incredible, and I think that even the title itself will help people kind of relate to your book even without opening it yet, because it's, it's incredibly beautiful. And I think that the fact that all of us are broken kind of brings us back to the thing that no matter who you see at the streets, no matter who you see, I don't know, on social media, just remember that if that person smiles, if that person does
Mm,
positive things, it doesn't mean that they're not broken, they don't have things they don't
uh,
really talk about out loud. So
mm.
the message is incredible.
Thank you so much. And I was also inspired by a conversation between me and a close friend of mine. She said how difficult it is for her to, express her emotions because she feels like no one would listen to her. So I told her that, it's fine to just express your feelings to someone that you trust. And, it's okay to feel vulnerable at times because we're just humans. We feel weak. We have days that we don't want to
Yeah.
move. We just want to lay down in bed. We just want to, just stay inside and don't talk to other people. Was also That was also one of the things that drove me to finally complete this book, because as what I've said a while ago, we need to, help each other in terms of our
Yeah.
own ways, because we all have our own, difficulties in life. So also this book talks about how it's important to be kind to one another, because we take different roads. There's like bumpy roads for others, there's like sunny roads for others, we don't know. So I
Yeah.
think that.
This is amazing. Really, what you're doing is so valuable and so important, because so many people need those words and they need to feel all of that and hear all of that. And actually, whatever you said about the conversation that you've had with your friend made me feel really sad about the whole situation, is because so many people are actually texting me on the poetry account, and they are
Mm,
telling me, can I talk to you? Because I don't have anybody to talk to. And nobody listens to me and stuff. I'm like, Sure, go ahead. I mean, I
mm,
didn't think that you would feel comfortable to do that with me, but if you do, I'm incredibly happy and honored because of that. And those things made me think about so much stuff lately, because I felt really sad that there are so many people in the world who don't have people to talk to, and
mm.
don't have the people that they can talk to, and the others would just listen to them and then react and respond calmly, right? So whatever you said just instantly clicked something in my mind.
That's very kind of you to accept people, ranting to you, because there are times that it's hard. You're also experiencing things. You also have been in a difficult situation, but you accepting their problems like it's also yours. Just so very kind of you. It resonates with how kind of you are as a person, and I appreciate you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We're kind of all of us doing
Mm,
that in one or another way, and I feel like that's one of the, I would say, goals, and maybe the actions that the people writing have to take, because they are actually the people who are kind of saying and putting others' thoughts and their own thoughts through
mm-mm.
words. So I feel like that's, it comes with it. Just because you write and just because you're going through that, they feel like you might have gone through that situation
Yeah.
as well. So they're just reaching out to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because there are people who also comment and send me messages that saying thank you because of the fact that I've verbalized what they were thinking, those words that they were not able to say, that I did say it. So it's basically very fulfilling to know that there are people out there who
Yes.
appreciate you because they think that you've helped them in some way, which is
Totally.
amazing.
Yeah, and that makes me feel even happier, and that makes me love whatever I'm doing even more. So I totally agree with you on that. And I know that it's really hard. So I don't kind of mastering up the whole courage to do it this year. And
Mm-mm.
so wanted to know, how do you choose which poems, which writings go into it? Because I don't know how about you, but like when I'm writing stuff, I'm like, oh, all of those are my children and I can't choose one, or
What
like 10 or
trust?
20. Yeah, so how do you choose which one goes into, like, makes the whole thing? Really?
I'm going to be totally honest with you and to the people who will be watching this video soon when you upload it, that I don't write that much on paper.
Mm-hmm.
There are times that I don't want to write using pen and paper because it just doesn't, for me, it just doesn't feel right. So what I do is I encode, I type the things that I would want to post. And then when it's like, I think it's time to post again, that's the time that I would make up a new piece. It's like I don't have pieces just sitting in the corner waiting to be
Mm-hmm.
posted. Whenever I post, that's a new one. And it's
Mm-hmm.
basically based on the things that random things that I've thought when I'm doing work, when I'm outside. It's just basically random thoughts of me that I want to share. It's not those words that I've put aside because I want to post them later. So yeah, that's what I do. I don't have a lot of pieces sitting in,
And
waiting
then
to be posted.
you just take all of those pieces and then put it into a
Mm,
book. It's not like you choose some from those and then put it
yeah.
into the book. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. I sometimes, when I wrote, especially the third book, these pieces are new. I didn't write them way back before. So when I was doing this book, it was, first I was writing these pieces for the first time. So it was kind of hard to think about it. So that's why I slowly worked on this book because, the pieces are new. Everything's new with this one.
Wow, that's just amazing. I'm so excited to read it because I think I'm sure it's not like I only think. I'm sure that I'm going to purchase it and have it because it's incredible, and I'm sure it's going to be even more incredible than I just imagine at the moment. So can't wait to read all of those pieces.
I hope so. I mean, I'm very excited for this book because it's the first time that I think I was very vulnerable when I was writing this one. It was based on experiences, my everyday experiences mostly. And yeah, I'm just very excited to share this one with you. But I had to share this one, but I have not yet done with the editing process. I still have to re-encode everything. So yeah, it's not halfway done. It's like 45% done. So basically, later part this year, it's gonna be released.
Yeah, but still, I'm gonna wait impatiently. And it's really amazing how you said that you were vulnerable to another extent, which I think is,
Mm,
like, one of the things that us, like, I would call us writers. So just, I know a big word, but still it
mm,
just makes me feel really, really good calling us ourselves that. So that's one of the things that we kind of go through, understanding how much vulnerable we want to be with our audience, because we know that the more vulnerable you are, the more understood you might be, because
yeah.
so many people are afraid of saying the
Mm-mm,
things that are happening to themselves. So I feel like that's an incredible courage from your side, and the confidence and the power that you have is just on another level, because that's a huge step.
mm-mm. You know, while I was, doing this book, this was also the reason why the book was also the reason why I realized how important it is to be vulnerable as a writer, because I think, as what you've said, I totally agree with that. That when you're vulnerable enough as a person, that's also the time when a lot of people will resonate with what you write. A lot of people would
So,
think that, oh, okay, I'm not alone in this. There's like a lot of people out there too. So yeah, being a writer is, being vulnerable and open, but in a different way. Being open in a way that you want other people to understand you, but not everyone. There's like a limit in it of
Yeah.
being open as a writer.
Obviously, yeah, I totally agree with you with each and every word that you said. And there's this piece that I really, really like by you. So I wanted to read it and then ask for you to kind of elaborate or just say what the inspiration was or anything that you want to say about it.
Okay.
I hope you choose not to quiet down the voice deep inside you that says there's so much for you out there. It's incredible. Just let me say that before you
Mm-hmm.
go into it. It's so incredible. When I read that, I was like, I have to like it 100 times, millions of times, because it's really important to keep that thought inside of us. Like you can do more. You are so much more than you think you are, and everything like that. It was really inspiring and comforting to me. So thank you from me as an audience to you
Oh,
as a
thank you.
writer.
Thank you again. Yeah. Okay, so you want me to like elaborate what I meant by that? Okay.
Thing that you want about, you can say what the inspiration was or what the message is or what you want people to get from it.
Okay, so I think it was, I remember the time that I wrote that. I was at work and someone told me that, I could do better than my current work. I could, resign and then apply with another job that offers more money than what I usually do. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I know that I have the capabilities to, be free out there, try new things. But then there is also a voice inside of me that says, okay, you should stay there because you're happy with what you're doing, so you don't let other people tell you otherwise.
Hmm.
So yeah, I wrote that because, there will always be times when you will have um, misunderstandings, especially with yourself. And there would be times that, you'll be hearing voice inside your head that, okay, you can't do this. So you just have to stick with this. That's also the reasons I think why people would, limit themselves in the things that they want to do because they think that they can't do it. So it's just a message to the people out there to, don't be afraid to try and take the risks because usually risks should be taken so that you should achieve the things that you want. I mean, everybody takes risk, and it's really really important to you know not be scared. I mean, it's not hard to just say it, but it's hard to actually do it. But then you know things are just will be as they may seem if you would do it.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think the main point for that piece is don't limit yourself because of the fact that you're scared. I mean, you should not be scared. You should
yeah.
live life the way that you want it to be because it's your life.
This is
I
so
think.
inspiring. This is really, really inspiring. And totally agree with you on that because, and I've had those same thoughts a couple of
Mm-hmm,
days ago. And even in one of my videos, I'm saying that because I feel like if you do it and then something doesn't turn out right, you're like, yeah, whatever, at least I tried.
mm-hmm,
But then
yeah,
if you don't do it, it stays within you forever. And you're like, but
mm-hmm,
what if I did? What if I tried? Maybe it could have just maybe it worked out, like I don't know, it could have been something, but now
mm-hmm,
I have this regret in me. So
yeah,
this
that's
is
it.
yeah, that's such a great push for people to
Mm.
believe in themselves and just go ahead and do whatever they want to do.
It's also another way of saying that you should not live with what ifs, so you should take risks because living your life in regrets will make you end up being unhappy. I think that's the main point for that piece.
Yeah.
And it's for all the people out there who still is limiting themselves because they think that they're not capable of doing the things that they want.
That is incredibly true. That is totally
Mhm.
true, and I agree with you. And that's why writings like yours really push people into believing in themselves and also trusting the life path, trusting in kind of their dreams and whatever they want to do. Because
Mm,
trying is a huge step that requires a lot of courage and power
yeah.
and everything. But when you do it, you're so proud of yourself for
Mm.
done it.
even if it fails, you can at least say to yourself that, okay, at least I tried. I know how it would end.
Mhm.
Instead of just, sitting there lurking around and not doing it, and you'll end up, thinking of what will happen if I did.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Mm.
sure. And when things like that happen to you, like for example, the work thing, right? So do you
Mm.
constantly write about it, or do you have a particular time for writing? There was this time for me, I think it was in the past, like years ago, probably. I would only write at night at like
Mm.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. when everybody was asleep and I was the only one like with my own thoughts and feelings, and I would write so many things. But now it's kind of different. I write anywhere and
Yeah.
everywhere. So do you have a particular place and time for writing?
Yeah, like you, I write everywhere too. I mean, I have like every day I work. I know weekdays I work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm just at home at night. So yeah, I also write when I'm at work. When I'm not doing anything, I'll just open my phone, my notes, and then I would just write down random thoughts. So yeah, there's not really, because when I would make myself a schedule, it would be very frustrating for me because I can't follow it, even though I would try my best to to follow that schedule. It just don't happen. So I just don't make schedules for myself because I
Yeah.
would end up getting frustrated.
Yeah, that's incredible. I totally agree with you on that. Then that's incredibly accurate, because in the past I was
Mm,
like, that was the only time that was the inspiration and the whole emotional things were coming to me like at night. But now whenever something happens and I'm like having those emotions and thoughts, I'm like, hold on a second. Yeah, I know I'm feeling this, but just hold on. I have to write this down, and then
okay. Yeah, because when you're living, you are also writing, even if you're not jotting it down. I mean, I don't know if you get my point, but yeah, when you're living, when you're laughing with your friends, when you're crying by yourself at night, when you're with your family, when you talk about things, there are a lot of things that you can write with the conversations that you have with the people you talk to every day. So yeah,
absolutely.
you're writing as well as living. I think that's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, if you could give pieces of advice to others, either new writers or people who just have accounts on Instagram about writing, what would you tell them?
Just write. Continue writing. Don't stop writing. I mean, if you really have that passion inside of you that you want to reach other people with your words, then don't stop. Just write what you want, post what you want, because it's your account. I mean, if you want to write short pieces, if you want to write long pieces, then write it. Do it. Just don't let other people stop you because of the fact that people would tell you that, oh, your writing is not that good, you're this and that. Don't let it stop you. It's your life, and it start from being a little account until you slowly grow, and then that's the time when you'll get more inspiration because a lot of people will be waiting for you to post. That's like an amazing feeling, I think, when people will tell you that, okay, thank you so much for posting because I'm really waiting for you to post, I'm waiting for your words to cheer me up, things like that.
It was the sweetest thing ever, actually. When getting messages like that, I'm like,
Mm.
so isn't this the sweetest thing ever? Like, you know,
People would be, waiting for you to post. That's like, fulfilling so much.
yeah, yeah,
Very, very fulfilling.
yeah. It helps you kind of grow that confidence in yourself to another level.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
also, yeah, the advice about writing is so accurate, because in the past I would give up from time to time, many times, because I was like, yeah, you're not good enough, your writings are not good enough, like who's gonna read it? Even when you post those, you don't even get back to those yourself, like why do you think others wouldn't, stuff like that. So many negative thoughts that were stopping me from doing whatever I am doing at the
Mm.
moment. And that's why now at the moment I'm practicing to be able to stop those thoughts and just
Yeah.
kind of write. And whenever I'm having those negative thoughts, I'm like, okay, hold on, stop, and just throw those thoughts away and just
Yeah.
continue writing, because the people who like your writing will still write like
Yeah.
it, because there's so much thought and emotion and everything in it. So
Yeah, despite, other people saying that you should not be doing this, because, in the first place, you are writing for yourself. You're
yes,
not writing for other people. I think every writer should have this mentality that you're writing for yourself. You're being kind to yourself because of the fact that this is your way of expressing what you feel. So you
yeah,
should not, feel small about other people saying that you're not good enough, because there will always be comments like that. People would always have negative comments about you. It's not always, the butterflies and the rainbows.
yes,
There will always be rainy days. But
yes.
if you would, just have this mindset that you're doing this not for other people but for yourself, I think that's also one way of expressing self-love, because it's your way of um, letting go of the feelings that you want to express through words, because you can't verbally express them.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And actually just I was just listening to you and thinking about all of it, and just wanted to let you know that you're an incredibly good inspirational talker and speaker.
Oh,
So just in case you'd like to kind of continue in that direction as well in the future, please know that you have the talent, and
OMG.
you're really,
Really?
yeah,
I
you're so
feel very, thank you so much. I think my speaking skills is just a barrier. I mean, I want to do it. I want to, start videos and do stuffs like that.
that's
But I
so
think,
true. Trust me, that's so not true, because just like sitting here talking to you makes me feel so inspired and motivated, and kind of the all of the emotions that I'm having at the moment are positive, and also you are very easy to listen to,
mm,
and you're so emotional and everything, and it's really not boring, it's not negative, like nothing bad when listening to you. So if you think of doing that, just go ahead and do it, because I would be one of your first fans for sure. And also,
oh,
trust me, so many people would
thank you.
listen to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Laura. I mean, I do that all the time. It's very ironic because I'm an introvert. I mean, I get tired of speaking to people, but I went into a profession that requires speaking a lot. I'm a nurse. So I get to speak with different people every day, and I get tired of, just speaking with them. My sometimes my social battery would get drained, but then I would think that, okay, this is what I want. I really want to do this. So I can carry on because of, the passion inside of me that this is what I really want.
Mhm.
I won't let any other things stop me because I'm strong. Those just some tiny thoughts that you push yourself to get motivated every day is just very important.
So
Talking
this
to
is
yourself.
about, see, like this is what I'm talking about. You're so inspiring, and it just listening to your all of your thoughts, and at the same time your messages and the situations that you're bringing as an example, just incredible. Just know that you have that talent, and it's incredible. It's the funny thing is that in the past I would think that I'm an extrovert, and then after the COVID, I kind of switched to being an introvert, and then now I'm like a combination of two. So and
Yeah.
my work is again connected to like talking to people, because I'm
Mm.
literally working in a department called communications, and I'm like,
Wow.
so I totally get you, and I feel like most of the world has gone through that situation because of
Mm.
the COVID, like additionally because of the COVID. So just do videos like this, or just anything that you'd like, and I'm sure so many people, including me, like first of all me, would watch and listen to your videos, because you're an incredibly sweet person and very very pleasant to listen to and talk to.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I haven't really thought about that until you said it to me. It's because I'm not really that used to. I don't have, the capabilities of speaking to the public. I really get, very scared whenever I would face like a group of people, even if at work. It really just, spikes up sometimes my anxiety. But yeah, well, if it's really for me, then why not? What you've said. talking to other
Yeah.
people, inspiring them to do more. Why not? If time would, time would tell. One
Yeah.
day, maybe I would be doing that.
Sure.
Let's
Just
see.
wanted to let you know that I'm cheering and I'm supporting you on that because, and
Thank
I feel like
you.
it's okay. So many people, I wouldn't say that there is even one person who stands in front of the crowd and feels
Mm,
like confident speaking and
yeah.
just doing whatever they have to do because it's really intimidating having all of those
Mm,
people look at you, just
listen to you.
think
Yeah.
about you, and yeah, so and everything like that. So just know that you're not the only one going through that situation for sure.
Mm,
Everybody, even in my opinion, all of the best public speakers are going through those
yeah.
situations. So that's just an ordinary thing. Yeah.
I think it's also just, the type of thing that you get used to. Like, when you're it's just like, an example when you're just starting your it's like it's your first day of work and you're still not used to on what you're going to do, on what you'll be doing. So, you get scared, but then as days went on, you get used to the things that you do. So I think, learning things every day would just spike up your confidence in doing the things that you want. So I think that's it.
For sure.
Mm.
And uh, thank you so much for being here today and for this
Oh,
incredible interview because I had one of the best times in my life today.
really?
Honestly, because it
Oh
felt
my
like
gosh, thank
two
you.
friends hanging out, and it didn't felt to me like we were just getting to know each other. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that was incredible, and I'm so grateful to have you here. And thank you for the beautiful messages, for the motivation, for everything, just for this day.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me as well. It's what I've said with you a while ago, that I was really surprised when you messaged me because we haven't really talked before. And I was like, what are we going to talk about? Okay, so that's why I really got nervous and, things like that. So, yeah, I think I really, humbly saying that, I think I do really give off this energy that people would get intimidated by me just by looking at me, but when they'll start to have a conversation with me, they would realize how easily they can talk to me. I think I've experienced that a lot. I mean, I've also met a lot of people on the internet, and the first time that I would be meeting them in person, they would be like, I didn't expect you to be like this in person. And I was like, why? Why? What did you expect me to be? And they were like, you were so intimidating in your pictures and the things that you post. And then when you
Oh
in
my
person,
god.
it's like a very bubbly one, a very nice person. And it's like,
Actually, I didn't
yeah,
get that energy from you. The reason why I reached out to you was because I felt like you were really sweet, and from what I remember, I probably commented on your post a couple of times or just reposted or something like that, and you were super super sweet, and I was like, I want to have her on my YouTube channel because
oh,
she's incredibly sweet, and I actually didn't feel that like intimidating, energy or something like that.
uh,
So that's one of the first reasons why I wanted you to be in one of my interviews. So
thank you so much. And then, okay, I think this is my time to apologize because we were supposed to be doing this last week, but then I had something to do and I went home late, so I couldn't get in time. So yeah, I'm just very thankful that we already did it.
no, you don't have to apologize for it. Everybody has their own lives and
Mm.
schedules, and that's totally okay. And so just don't feel the need to apologize. And also, we're friends who understand each other, who relate to each other's situations. So that's really, really okay. So don't worry about it. Thank you so much.
you know, before after rather you asked me to be in your YouTube video,
Yeah.
I totally did stalk your YouTube account and see what you would do, and how you would talk to the people that you're inviting in. And I was like, OMG, I need to prepare for this because this is the first time that I'm doing this. And you know what, I also have this moments in the bathroom where I would pretend that someone is interviewing me. Ever since I was a kid, I would yeah, you're like that too.
That's me. That's me. That's the only reason why I started this because I keep
Oh,
talking
really?
to myself.
This is like a dream come true because I've watched a lot of films, and whenever I would watch a film, after watching it I would watch interviews of the actors behind the movie. And then whenever I would, be taking a bath, doing my stuff in the bathroom, I would pretend that I'm also a movie star getting interviewed. So this is a dream come true.
Same, same. I keep doing that, and whenever there's nobody home, I'm like, okay, so now I'm my own book presentation. Let me tell you my
Yeah,
book,
that's
and then there's nobody home. No one's asking me anything, and I'm like, let me tell you about my book.
it's just, talking to myself. It's my way of reciprocating with the stuff that I can't express to people, so I express them to
True.
myself instead.
So true, and I totally get you. So just know that I am like that.
Okay, I'm mentally happy because I'm not the only one doing that.
Yeah, you should. Trust me, I'm even saying that in my very, very first video. I'm like, rather like instead of just doing those things like interviews with myself when I'm alone in the room, it's better to have these videos and
Why
talk to
not do
you
it
guys.
with other people, right? Making it true, making it come into
Yeah.
reality.
Oh my God. Yeah, so true. So thank you so much for doing this with me. And I'm sure we'll talk even more after this video because
Yeah,
I know, in my opinion, we bonded a lot and we have a lot in common, and it's an incredibly huge pleasure to talk to you. So I'm gonna text you a lot. So just
yeah, me too. Don't be shy. Don't be, just my messages are open for you. And, I'm very happy to have, bonded with you for the first time. And it's gonna be on your YouTube, which is very, very motivating for me. And I'm just really, really happy with my pleasure so much.
mine too. And you're gonna see, I'm sure you're gonna see so many comments saying like, "Yeah, she's incredible. She has to do it." So
Oh, I hope
I'm gonna
so.
let
I'm
you
excited. It's my first time to be in a YouTube video, and
know.
yeah, people. I would
Yeah,
invite my friends to watch this one when you upload it sometime
great. I
soon.
think it's gonna be uploaded today, later on in the day. So I'll let you know. I'll send you the link when it's done.
Okay, 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 sure. Oh my god, that's so fast. Okay, I'll wait for it. It's nighttime. I think I probably wake up with it tomorrow.
Okay, okay, no problem. No problem at all. I know that for you it's kind of late.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
around no wait, it's around 7, almost 8 p.m. in here.
so I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let
Yeah,
you know. You just check it out whenever you can. So thank you so much
sure.
for
Thank
being
you,
here.
then.
I hope we
Thank you,
get to do
Laura.
this again in the future. Thank you so much. Have an incredible day, and I hope we meet each other again.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to you more
Me
through
too.
Instagram. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Lots
You're
of
such a
love.
great.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.